basically making them choose sides, and because they're trying to be cool with both sides. Snoop even said it on Drink Champs the other day. I'm not taking a side. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, does he have to?
According to Kendrick, he has to. He said he'll cut.
Why?
He said he'll cut his grandma off if his grandma didn't see it his way.
Yeah, but why do I got to choose sides?
Because Kendrick said so. Because Kendrick is like,
Man, F that. I don't.
because Kendrick is
You can't tell me that I got to choose sides. Like,
that's what Kendrick did. Who are you to tell? First of all, Snoop. I'm a big sports guy, and I don't know if you ever listened to Shaquille O'Neal and his commentary, but Shaquille O'Neal says that you got to have G4 classification to like speak on certain things, and Snoop has the highest G4 classification, especially on the West Coast. So you can't tell Snoop Dogg what he can and can't post.
Do. Exactly.
You just can't
Not
do
at
that.
all.
You can't do that. So, and it's like, no,
at all. What it do, man?
What up, though?
What up, though, bro?
Hey, man, life is good, man. I'm blessed. God is good, you know.
Hey, for sure.
He brought us here today.
For sure.
Another day.
For sure.
You know,
man. You know what I like? You know what I love? Every day, it has become part of my everyday kind of routine now. I every time I go to Instagram, I look for it. The Brian Onrea message of the day.
That's what's up.
I do. I look for it like every day.
I be trying to do several messages of the day, really. I record a bunch. I just, like today I recorded like 3, and for some reason there was no audio on my phone. It didn't, like, I'm like, what's up with the So I try to do a lot, but thank you, man.
Yeah.
It's one of my goals to put some good energy out there, man. And just, you know, it's easy to do. Just press record. You know what I'm saying? So
it's easy to do. But yeah, that's kind of like I look for those every day now.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Like, where the Brian Onrea message of the day at? Like, where's that at?
Appreciate it. Yeah, man. I try to, you know, put out there what's in me, man. You know, so.
And it's always in the car. And he's driving somewhere.
Yeah. Well, you know, I figured to try to, because I did some in the crib, other places. Then I'm like, well, let me just be consistent with it. So just to kind of give it a consistent feel aesthetically, and just a lot of times subconsciously we get used to stuff, you know, and we receive stuff a certain way. So yeah, I think the car, at least for now, we gonna rock with the car.
Yeah,
unless I'm doing clips from a podcast.
Yeah,
I'll cut those up. But appreciate that, B.
Yeah, man. Like every time I see him, I post them up on We Create Music TV.
Yeah, I
Instagram.
see that, man. I see that. Yeah, it's all about trying to help people, you know, get to their best, because that's what I'm trying to do for my life. So I figured the best way to like get there myself is to help other people get there. So and really, all those messages be like for me to myself, and I just try to like project it out. But I'm right there with everybody else. That's why I always say I want to win. I want y'all to win. Let's all do it. So
that's right.
Yeah, man. And that's just with everything. Even here on Indie Unplugged, wherever I do, man, I'm trying to like, you know, spread positive energy, and I pray that God's light will shine through me to everybody else to help make a change in them. So that's all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And much more to come. We're just getting started, baby.
Just getting started. Like I said, 2025 is gonna be
the messages, got the music, got all kind of stuff coming down the pipeline.
2025 gonna be a crazy year, y'all. Y'all don't even know yet.
We're not playing no more.
This is gonna be
game time is over. You understand me?
It's gonna be a crazy year. Crazy year. Like when I was on the live right before we started, I was telling him, I said, yo, we're gonna do a couple of these live somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Kind of have like a little guest audience, and invite some people out. Have maybe a guest person join us, invite somebody up, whatever the case. I said, but 2025 is gonna be
for sure.
It's gonna be different. It's gonna be different, and it's going to be crazy. So
I'm with it, man.
I'm with it. But man, tonight we got some stuff.
Yeah,
right?
We do, man. We do. It's been crazy. We always say that it's been crazy. I think the world is kind of crazy. The world is crazy. You know, they shot the dude for the United healthcare guy, and they caught somebody who they pretty much think is
Luigi.
He did it. Yeah, well, based on everything he had with him, he pretty much is the one. Based on what they found with him, but
they found him in McDonald's.
That's crazy. But then even big in our world, I want to say in our world, in like the music world, you know, apparently Diddy has all these lawsuits against him,
Yeah.
right? Followed by this Busby guy. Now nobody's talking about this Busby guy. This Busby guy, the attorney that like set up a hotline against Diddy and had all these victims. He did the exact same thing to Deshaun Watson in Texas. This is the same lawyer.
Wow.
And nobody's mentioning that. Nobody's talking about the fact that it's the same guy that took down Deshaun Watson. And I even said, for the record, not to kind of jump too far ahead, but I even said, like, I think Deshaun Watson is like probably a creep, right? But I don't think that he like sexually assaulted nobody. I don't think, and I think that like the pile on was evidence of that. Like, all these victims came out of nowhere. He obviously has all this because he wanted to leave the Texans, so they like set up. So let me just put y'all on some free game on here. A lot of slimy stuff goes on and gets swept under the rug, but they pick and choose when to put it out based on your behavior.
That's right.
Deshaun Watson decided, I'm gonna leave the Houston Texans.
And they were like, no, you ain't.
Like, oh really? Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna make sure that you. So anyway, it's the same guy, the Busby lawyer, the exact same guy. So there was a lawsuit filed against Diddy, one of many, a plethora. But in one of those lawsuits, that came out, I think, back in October. It was a while ago.
Yeah, I think October.
And it was said Diddy had raped a 13-year-old, and there were 2 other celebrities there that weren't named. A female and a male celebrity that weren't named. Well, Sunday, over this past weekend, it was revealed that Jay-Z was the other celebrity in that particular lawsuit, and his name came out. Yeah. And it's been like a firestorm. Jay-Z like put out a strong statement that apparently they said that he wrote it himself, saying that he was trying to be extorted, and they got the wrong one, basically, paraphrasing. They got the wrong one, and this is, my heart goes out to victims, but this is, they lying on me, and I'm gonna fight this, and you mess with the wrong guy, and I'm he basically attacked the Busby guy. He attacked the Busby guy, attacked his credibility. And like I said, I'm already looking at the Busby guy funny because I thought he was on the whole Deshaun Watson thing, kind of moving funny. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, the whole thing's going crazy with Jay-Z, and it's like,
it is.
He's a pillar, in the hip hop community.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So much so that he's widely referred to as Hove. I don't call him Hove. I would never call anybody Hove.
Me, there's only one. There's only one of them for me.
But, and I understand, that he said it as a metaphor, and I get that. I'm cool with metaphors, but I think that we just took it and ran with it. And
sometimes we take it too far.
And it's like, nah.
Yeah.
But anyway, but the point is he's revered that much in a community.
Sure.
They call him that, and now it's kind of like, regardless of the outcome of this, because I read something just now in the news ticker, literally on the way here, I read the news ticker that Jay-Z's lawyers filed a petition today to get the hearing expedited so they can get this dismissed immediately. They want to get this. They want to go before a judge right away. They don't want to delay.
They don't want to wait
right away, and they want it dismissed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, regardless, even if it is, let's say it gets dismissed and nothing was found of it, that type of staying stays with you.
It does,
because there's going to be a segment of the population that believes it. That believe that Jay-Z is a rapist.
Yep.
And it's kind of like, I wanted to bring the discussion to the Indie Unplugged because we're all trying to be successful. And these are certain pitfalls that can happen. And it's like, it kind of almost makes you want to be afraid of success. Because if this is what you got to deal with, I don't even want it.
Right.
Right. But at the same time, are there things you can do to protect yourself?
Man, yeah. And, I think that's the thing, right? And I was talking to my wife a little bit earlier about the same thing and she made the statement of, be careful who you associate yourself with, or be careful who you try to catch their eye of, right? And that's the thing with indies, we want to catch the eye of people.
Yeah.
We want to have the higher ups within the music space see us and to take notice of us and to reach down to us and say, hey, you're doing something great. Hey, we want to elevate you in some type of way. And I think, for any business in general, the exposure and having people see you and to notice you and to recognize you is something that independents are looking for. But you got to be careful. You got to be careful who you associate yourself with. I think, and that's kind of what I tell if I'm relating it to like children. You always tell your kids, be careful who you associate with, right? You're not like the word friend. You can't use it for every single body because every single body isn't like a true friend of yours.
Mhm.
Even in the music industry, you're trying to get in with this person, that person, this person, that person, but you gotta ascertain what type of person that is that you're really trying to get in with. Now, some people just want to get in. They don't really care. They were like, you know what? I don't care who this person is. This person can put me on and I'm going to be in there with this. But I think there's a certain measure of a person that you have to account for. Is that person a good person? Do they have a track record of being a good person?
Right.
Based upon, their business dealings, maybe what I see in the news. Is this person in the news all the time? Yeah, I don't want to be in the news. And if you're in the news all the time, I'm not trying to be in the news all the time. Because I can either buy, the phrase guilty by association. And I may not want that for my career, as an independent. But it may do good and it may do harm, just depending on the circumstances you find yourself in with that person. So I think for all independents, man, they just got to really weigh the cost of the relationship with the person they're trying to really catch the eye of. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Jay-Z is a mogul. Diddy's a mogul, right? They've been in this industry for a long time. Now, I don't know them. I'm not saying whether they do shady stuff, good stuff. I don't know, right?
Right.
We only know what we hear based upon media. You know what I'm saying? They know what goes on behind closed doors. God knows what goes on behind closed doors. I mean, this could be an accusation. It could be a false accusation. It could be a true accusation. I don't know. But for me, it's always what's the caliber of person that and even for me, what's the caliber of person that I want to be known as? And then, do I want to be associated with people who have drama in their life? I guess. Not saying Jay-Z got drama in his life, but I mean, if you look back historically, he had drama in his life.
Oh, of course.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
of course.
I don't want to be, and you got to think, everybody has drama in their life somewhere, somehow, And
when you're a celebrity or when you're rich, it's going to be amplified.
It's going to get amplified. So, I mean, but there's celebrities and rich people out there that do music and it ain't amplified. They not in the news like that.
Well, that's going to be my point. My point, and this doesn't absolve you, but I think it'll help. I think particularly for young men, and they say youth is wasted on the young, because I can say this as a 40-something-year-old guy. It's easy for me to say.
Right.
But I think like the best thing you can do, man, if you get into music, man, is to like find you a partner, a wife or whatever your sexuality is, just whoever you're, settle down with somebody and stay out the way, because a lot of these pitfalls, these young men is with the women.
It's with the women.
You know what I'm saying?
With the women.
Get you a solid one. Be faithful to that person. Take her with you wherever you go.
You know me. I'm like, find you a wife. If you're a man, find you a wife. But anyway,
I see what you're doing. I'm just saying.
I don't play them games like that.
I'm trying to keep you out of trouble. So
hey, you ain't got to worry about that. I will stand on that 1,000,000%.
Find somebody you want to be with, and like be with them, and just kind of like, because that way, you sleeping with different people, and they saying you did this, saying you did that. Bro. And it's like,
don't put yourself in them environments. That's the biggest issue, is that we put ourselves as men, I'm 50 years old now, so I don't put myself in them type of environments. But as a young 21-year-old dude, I was in all types of environments.
For us to tell these young people what to do, but that's the safest way to get you somebody, take them with you, and but it's like, I can't tell you how to live your life. But
I mean, we can tell you now, hindsight. We can tell you now from an advice, wisdom perspective, because we did it. Like the stuff they trying to do, I'm sure somehow, some way. I mean,
well, yeah,
my son's sitting over there, but I'm sure I did it.
We can't judge, because
no, I'm not judging.
Give me millions and fame at 20, 21 years old. I ain't had that. So, but imagine if you did 21 years old. We would have been fooling. We would have been out here fooling, slipping and dipping and tripping. All day.
All day.
That's why I always say that I don't believe that the Creator, He protects us by not blessing us sometimes, because we would It says prosperity
Right.
ruins the fool. You know what I'm saying?
Brother.
So
Right.
so listen, but I think that's a way to avoid all this though.
It
Like get
is.
you with somebody, stay away from all this mess because they're trying to set you up. They're trying to trap you. They're trying to get you to get them pregnant or get you to at least have intercourse with them so they can say, you
Yeah.
you raped me or all
Yeah.
kind of stuff going
Especially
on.
if you're a celebrity.
Yes.
And as a female, I'm approaching you, talking, real, sexy to you. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get your eye. Dude's easy. Dude, trust me. Dude's easy fall for that. Girl come up to you, rub on you. You're like, oh shoot. You're like, hey, what's good? How you?
Yeah. And
Yeah,
the
trust
whole
me.
time
She's trying to give it to
it's
you.
a trap. You know
Trust
what
me,
I'm
trying to
saying?
give it to you. It's a trap.
It's a trap. And like, that's a way that you can avoid. But even then, I look at like T.I. and Tiny. They got to case together.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They caught there's some real
Together.
freaky dicky stuff. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So, but I
But
mean,
I think that lifestyle, for some reason, somehow, some way, that lifestyle just brings that to wealthy people within almost all forms of richness, I guess.
but like you said though, there's some you look at like LL Cool J. His wife has always
Right.
been with Ice Cube. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? Been married forever. E40.
Yeah.
You never really heard them in any of this
No.
kind of mess.
Because you set boundaries on what you are going to allow and what you're not going to allow. And that's exactly how you operate. But a lot of times people don't set those boundaries and they allow themselves to, involve themselves into some craziness.
But even now, I see Ice Cube everywhere. I see his wife right next to him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Same with E40. See him.
That's right.
And it's like, it may seem cheesy and corny, but that'll keep you out of a lot of mess.
That's right. I mean, back then, Jay-Z didn't have Beyonce.
He didn't.
You know what I'm saying?
He didn't.
I mean, he had I'm not going to say that.
But even
he had Stacy. But anyway, but let me not say that.
But even
I don't want Jay-Z. No, sir.
I know, right? You next.
I know.
Write a letter on
no.
you.
No. The reason why I'm saying because
But
I'm sorry.
But
let me shut up about that.
See, I lost what I was going to say. I lost what I was going to say on that one.
I'm not going to say nothing about that, boy, because
no, but what I was going to say is that even having somebody won't guarantee you because
true.
You look at somebody like Offset. He was married out here doing his thing.
But I mean, but
get somebody, even if you married or unmarried, be loyal to them and just kind of like stick to your person.
I get it.
And focus on your craft.
I get it.
And your art.
I mean, but he married a person that came from that type of lifestyle, so
I'm not gonna judge. They can still.
I'm not gonna judge. That's not my space.
I think that.
But I'm just saying.
Hey man,
he married somebody that came from that type of lifestyle, so I don't think.
But that don't mean that they wouldn't have worked out if he had just kept his thing in his pants. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, like a lot of times, them girls they come from the clubs and the sexual workers. A lot of times, they be some of the most loyal women. They just trying to get to the money. You know what I'm saying? They'll be loyal, but it's true in a lot of cases.
Yeah,
man,
I have no idea.
But
it may be, but I don't know. Trust me, I do not know.
Peep game, man. Listen to what I'm trying to tell you. but my point though is like that can save you if getting you a good one, man, and just focus on your craft and the one woman. That can help you out a whole lot, man.
And I think it's also being able to set boundaries for yourself, knowing what you are going to do and know what you're not going to do, where you're going to compromise and where you're not going to compromise, how you're going to hold and stand ground to your morals, what's your guiding compass, all those different things. Like, I mean, you think about it, dudes are hood dudes, right? They not thinking about what my moral compass is and what my morals are and what I'm standing for. They like, we in the club, we about to get these drinks and we about to pop these bottles and these girls right here, and we trying to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which one of y'all going to leave with tonight?
And for the record, we don't know what's true and what's not true.
Don't know.
I have my doubts. I mean, this girl said she was 13 years old,
Nigga.
I got a 14-year-old, but.
Nigga. No, bro, I'm telling you. That's crazy, right? But how did the 13-year-old girl get in that party?
I don't know.
Trust me. They lie. Come on now.
No, I'm not saying it's
I ain't saying
not
she's
plausible
lying.
and feasible, but all I'm saying though is that like
they do.
We don't know.
I don't.
We don't know. It just seemed crazy, but what is the impact though? Like another cultural icon, Diddy is stained permanently. Jay-Z we don't know what the fallout's going to be, but at least in the smallest of pockets, he's going to have a little bit of stain on his reputation now. Look at somebody like Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant had one bad thing come up with the thing in Colorado, and there's still some folks, even when he died, they was trying to put that on him. You know what I'm saying? And that was way behind him.
Man, if you are a professional athlete, rapper, musician, and one thing happens, that is a stain on you for the entirety of your life in the eyes of some people. And I think that's important for indies to understand is that if you are wilding out and doing something crazy and you are trying to get to a certain level, and I think that the thing is, I always tell people that's why I don't think most people are ready to be at that level like that. I don't think they're ready for that type of look into their lives, that type of criticism, that type of objectiveness when it comes to that person, right? People looking at you, looking at what's going on in your life, critiquing what's happening in your life, watching your moves, seeing who you with. You know, if you get something happen and then they like, oh yeah, he did it or he didn't do it. And I think just a lot of people, and for me, myself specifically, I never want that in my life. I mean, I would love to be rich, but maybe not famous though, because I just don't want to deal with it. Like I don't want to deal with all that. But
that's what Easy said. I don't give a F about fame.
Yeah,
I'd rather deal with the money than name.
Yeah, just give me the money and let me just go do what I got to do. Like I don't want to get caught up in the drama. And for indies, you got to figure out if you're. And this is kind of what I was talking about last week is doing things that get you caught up and get you taken out from your music career, whether it's a stain on it that ruins your career, whether it's jail time, whether it's whatever the case. It's like you involving yourself into activities that, yeah, while it may be fun in the moment, can have some crazy lasting impact that you probably didn't even know, right? When you think,
or it can come back 20 years later.
20 years later.
In this case, this alleged incident happened 20 years ago.
20 years. So it reminds me of the song "Guilty Conscience," right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like Eminem was like, "Look, see her bush? Did she got hair? Like, wait, how old did they say she was in there? 17, 15, something like that.
Yeah.
How they get to them parties like that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you gotta be very careful who you associate with, how you in the business that you do, and what you want to be known for. I mean, I think that's, you know, I saw it, and one of the things that caught my eye as I was reading the question was, you asked the question: is this becoming a trend where wealthy figures get their empires taken down from old allegations? And I had to think about that and say, is there a statute of limitation on when someone brings up an allegation of something that somebody did?
I don't think it's one on rape though, right?
I don't think there is.
Because I think Jay-Z even said in his statement, take me to court. Like if this is really like,
Yeah.
if this really happened, please, like, wouldn't you want justice over?
Yeah.
I'm paraphrasing him, but he
Yeah.
had a long statement, but he's like, let's get justice. You know, no, you want money.
You want money. And that's a lot of times what happens is that people feel that when these accusations are made, that they're in it for the money because they come 24 years later?
And the burden of proof is a lot less in the civil cases than it is in the
Right.
criminal case.
And so it's like, oh, what is the reason why you're bringing it up now? You didn't bring it up at that particular moment in time. And now they want the person to reveal their name. Now, if you know anything about legal cases and all, they know who the person is. There's no way that that this case is being brought against you and you were given documents that stated you don't know who the person, you trust me, you know absolutely who the person is. Anytime that happens for you specifically, when it's against you and just court documents, it's not like you don't know who that person is. It's like we want, and I saw the statement today, they want that person to be known so they could tell the world who that person is. Yeah. But you know who the person is. Your lawyers know who the person is. But yeah, I mean, for indies, I think it's just about you being very cognizant of what you're willing to do and what you're not willing to do to get to that space that you want to get to. Are you willing to compromise who you are as an individual, your morals, your stances on certain things? And I've heard crazy things. People give up all types of stuff and do all types of things to get wealth and fame, and they end up regretting it. And it's like, you should have stood your ground. You should have stood up for your morals. But
Also for indies though, and this is the flip side of the whole thing. Like, of course, be a good person. Don't do no lame stuff. Don't be out here sexually assaulting or physically assaulting. Just be a good person,
be a
right?
good person. Just do it.
And if you are accused of something, if you truly indie, meaning you're not in bed with no corporations, you're gonna be all right. See, the thing about it is that's the advantage you have as an indie. And I preface all this by saying be a good person, because just because you want to set up an indestructible empire don't mean that you out here doing all this wicked stuff. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So because you can't be taken down. But if you are truly independent and got your own pipeline and you're not really in bed with too many companies, whereas if you got your endorsements taken away, you'll be wither away
Right.
to nothing. But if you own your master work, you got a loyal fan base that's gonna rock with you. Because here's the thing, again, be a good person. But some of these fans so loyal, they're gonna rock with you no matter what you do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
No matter what you do,
No, that's facts. That's
they're
true.
gonna rock with and that's a responsibility that you wanna take serious, because you don't want to take that, and be a bad person, because you're gonna have fans either way. But for your independent artist, if you set it your shop up right, you're gonna be okay regardless.
Right.
So they can accuse you, they can falsely accuse you, all this stuff. You're gonna be fine because you got an indestructible empire. You got your own pipeline, your own music. Anybody like ban you? If anything, they can come straight to your website and play your music, or buy it directly from you.
That's
because
right.
you set up an infrastructure where you're not dependent on the system.
That's right.
You don't got no label gonna drop you, no big multi-million-dollar deal. You know what I'm saying? You got your own stuff. You got your own merch, your own everything is your own. Because what happens oftentimes is these companies get in bed with you, and the first mistake, they drop you.
Yep.
They drop you. And it's like, I don't want to go off on a tangent. I want to go to our next topic, but this is near and dear to my heart because we see this happening in the Black community. Well, I want to say Black, I'm going to say hip hop community, because hip hop is all races. But in our community, this happens oftentimes where the overall culture uses hip hop for the cool.
Right.
But it's like that Kendrick Lamar song, Mortal Man. I might have mentioned it on the podcast before, but Mortal Man, Kendrick talks about when stuff hit the fan, are you still a fan? Like, are you gonna rock with me through my mistakes? Are you really a fan?
Right.
And my biggest example with this in recent memory was the Baby. When the Baby said those horrible, homophobic things on stage at Rolling Loud, which he should have been punished for. But it was so crazy how like all these people dropped him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was that one pop record. I forgot who the pop artist was who had him on there. Took him off so fast, and it's like that rubbed me.
Ariana Grande? No.
No, it wasn't her. It was somebody else. But it
Somebody
rubbed me
else.
the wrong way, because it's like you using. He was the hottest thing in moving at one point. The Baby was, and they're using him.
Yep.
This man murdered somebody in Walmart, by the way. Self-defense, but he talks about all kind of crazy stuff on his record. He talk about killing people. He'll do it again. All this stuff in his record, and it's okay.
As soon as you mention,
but it's like,
as soon as you mention,
but like I said though, he definitely deserved backlash. But I think that like, if you really rocking with him, you stick by him.
Yeah,
you don't condone his behavior, and you encourage him to like get whatever you get counseling. But to just drop him like that, and it really rubbed me the wrong way. And it's like they just use us. They don't care about us. You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
You want these gangster hip hop gangster rappers. What do you think? You think they just? This is real.
To them, it's real. This is the lifestyle they came from.
And you want to get in bed with him and make all these songs with him and all that. And to the Baby's credit, he took it on the chin. He said, "Well, I got the 6-figure check, so whatever the check was."
Yeah.
But it's just like, it really rubbed me the wrong way. So, not to go off on a tangent, my point is like, be careful about who you get in bed with anyway, because, or if you do, take them to the cleaners. You know what I'm saying?
Take them to the cleaners.
Because they're going to drop you the moment some get sticky and fishy. And don't base your whole life on that as an independent. Don't,
right.
Because you could be dropped tomorrow. The label can drop. They all can drop you over some false allegations. So set up your own pipeline so that if you are falsely accused, now, if you rightfully accused, you deserve what was coming to you. But if you falsely accused of something, you can recover.
Yeah, if you're out there doing grimy stuff, bro, you need to get called out for that, and you need to
face consequences.
Face the consequences for if you out there doing grimy stuff, bro. Like they should, because you doing dirty stuff. Like,
Or
that's the consequence for doing dirty stuff.
Or if you did something grimy in the past and you changed your life around 20-something years later, you can still recover.
You can still recover.
You know what
I
I'm
would
saying?
I would agree with that.
So
I would agree with that. You know, but just saying, you know, as we get ready to move to the next topic, bro, I'm just like hip hop. I was saying this on the live. Hip hop is. I was like, we got a lot of stuff to talk about, but it's all about hip hop. I said, now we're not really a hip hop podcast. We are a independent music podcast, but we talk about hip hop stuff because there's a lot of drama that happens in hip hop. Like,
well, and that's who we are. That's us. I mean, I'm hip hop
Yeah.
to the core. So like, you know, we could bring somebody from Nashville or somewhere on here.
I'm just
talk about Taylor Swift and her drama
with Scooter Braun. I mean, but it ain't like drama though. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, okay, Scooters, you know, and Taylor got an issue with masters and record labels, but Scooter ain't out there. Maybe, I don't know. I haven't read anything about him out there doing crazy stuff like molesting a 13-year-old and stuff like that. It's only like in hip hop where the drama lives. But
no, I remember Dr. Luke. Dr. Luke got caught up with Kesha and all that, and
yeah,
you know, even now it's like,
but that's like, you know, it happened this week, and then 5 years later something else happened, or you know, like a year later something else happened within pop. Or that's like this. In hip hop, it happens a lot. R&B, it really don't happen that much. Or in any of the other music genres, it don't really happen that much like in hip hop. There's like a lot of drama that goes on in hip hop. I'm like, or maybe that's just because I'm so in tune with it, and I'm looking for it all the time. Maybe I need to go looking more in the pop genre, kind of see what's or in the country genre, kind of see what's happening over there. But yeah, y'all just be careful, man. Just stick to your morals, stick to your guns. Don't get caught up. And that's the issue. Just don't get caught up.
And set up your empire to be indestructible.
Yeah.
Truly independent.
Yeah.
Can't nobody like.
Yeah.
Because they looking at Jay-Z like what's gonna happen with the Super Bowl, what's gonna happen with like.
Yeah, he got a lot of stake.
You know, he I think he owns shares or something with like T-Mobile, Sprint, and then with Square, because Jack Dorsey bought the shares of Tidal. You know, it's all kind of
just a lot of stake.
He's got his own beverage, you know, Douce and all this, Rock Nation, and a lot is on the line. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm paying attention because I always pay attention to who gets dropped from what when stuff happens.
Yep, for sure.
So we'll see.
Me too. I'm always looking. What's going on?
I think Conor McGregor got dropped. To be fair, because everybody said, "Oh, it's all black people." Conor McGregor, he got dropped from a couple of things.
Yeah,
he got found guilty in a civil case, not a criminal case. In a civil case, he got found guilty of sexual assault, and he lost a few things.
You do grimy stuff, you suffer the consequences.
Well, he said he didn't do it. That's what McGregor said. He said he didn't do it. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's crazy out here, man.
It's crazy out there. A lot of people say a lot of different things. They lie about a lot of different stuff. They sometimes it's true, sometimes it ain't.
It's hard to judge, man.
But it's hard to fit. It's hard.
It's hard to like. But people will make up their mind about something and be sure about it,
and it becomes reality for them.
Understand that, y'all. People will make up their mind about you, and then they'll be stuck.
That's right.
Keep that in mind. You know what I'm saying? But I think it can happen good for as well as bad. If you really touch somebody's life, they could darn near see the evidence in their face and be like, "No, he ain't do it," you know, because they bias to you, because they really rock with you.
Right.
So it can work either way.
Just,
you know what I'm saying?
Here's my motto right here. If you can see my shirt,
the devil is a pimp.
Don't be his hoe. That's my motto. The devil's a pimp. Don't be his hoe. You know, don't put yourself in situations where you could be used, where you're gonna be the devil's hoe.
Interesting shirt, B.
Yeah. I like the shirt. I got the shirt from a dude named Minister R&B.
Okay.
Yeah, and real name Jack, but yeah, I saw this shirt at used to be this event I used to go to in Florida called Flavor Fest, and he was selling these shirts down there, and it was it was a big Christian, like iStandard or A3C or something like that. And anybody within Christian hip hop was there. And so it happened every year, and I would faithfully go every single year. Lecrae was there a couple years. Cross Movement, I don't know if y'all know who that.
I know the Cross Movement.
Yeah, Cross Movement was there.
Ambassador, Fanatic.
Ambassador's let's
Sonic.
not talk about Brady, but
boy, but the truth,
yeah. Manny lives here.
I know him. I booked him for a show once.
Yeah, I saw Manny at the Grammy joint. I was like, Manny, what's good, bro? He was like, what's up, man? Like,
yeah, I booked him for a show, 2007, 2008.
Yeah, see, that was when I first got into music. That's what I got into was Christian hip hop. So a lot of my friends and acquaintances are Christian hip hop artists and producers and things like that. So I'm from St. Louis.
That's my background. That's where I started.
Yeah, that's where I started. From St. Louis. So if you were a rapper in St. Louis at the time, trust me, I knew you. I'm sure you probably knew me, and you knew JR and Nab and So Hot Productions and Flame and Thizzle and Jason and Future and you name it. It was all. But anyway, that's a different story for a different time. But man, let's get into this.
We got on there. Yeah, so Billboard.
I don't know how I feel about this one. I got some thoughts.
It's getting sticky.
Oh my God.
Speaking of getting sticky, man, two of the rappers on that song is getting sticky, a Tyler the Creator song, are on Billboard's top 10.
I'm trust Billboard.
Well, lists are always crazy, but you know,
always crazy.
I
never know that criteria.
Well, it's funny because people hate on it when they don't like it, but when they like it, they say, "Look at this list! Like,
right, look at this list. It's valid now."
Like Glorilla, she was again the 10 hottest female rappers of 2024. Billboard ranked them. Glorilla was number 1, and she tweeted it.
Of course she did. I would be happy too. Shoot.
Nicki Minaj didn't tweet it. Nicki Minaj probably feel
because
she was number 3.
Because she was number 3. Cardi B was number 10.
Yeah.
Rhapsody was.
She was in there, number 9.
Number 9. Rhapsody, number 9. But then again, it's anyway. Hottest. Yeah, hottest. So right now, Glorilla is the hottest female rapper that's out there. We're not talking about if they can rap. That's not the question, right? It's just that the hottest female that is a rapper.
Number 1, Glorilla. 2, Megan Thee Stallion. 3, Nicki Minaj. 4, Sexy Red. 5, Lotto. 6, Doechii. 7, Doja Cat.
Okay, I give it.
8, JT. 9, Rhapsody. 10, Cardi B. Who did they leave off the list?
I don't know, but I'm just saying. Doja Cat and Rhapsody would rap any of them under the friggin' grave. Like,
so who are the best rappers on here?
Well, it depends on the criteria that you're using. When you say best rapper, what are we talking about? Bar for bar, like they can just crush bars.
Yeah.
Doja Cat and Rhapsody.
They better than Nicki?
What? Doja Cat will murder. Oh my God, Doja Cat will murder Nicki in a rap battle.
You're not familiar with Nicki's game, are you?
Yes.
Nicki is the GOAT female rapper.
Bruh.
Period.
Doja Cat.
Doja's nice, but Doja's got
write your own stuff and then let's come to. I'm just saying.
You think Safari wrote for Nicki? Yes or no?
I don't know.
Come on. Okay, when did Safari drop the crazy verse? Nicki got plenty dope verses, so
yeah, I don't think that's no. And Nicki got plenty dope verses.
Nicki is the best rapper on this list, bar for bar.
That one said bar for bar. It depends on
bar for bar. Doja got skill, but Doja like can flip styles and rap fast and all this stuff. But Nicki is just bar for bar.
See, for me, bar for bar,
pure rapping. Nicki Minaj,
bar for bar, hands down, that will smash you. For me, it's still Rhapsody. Her skill level is ridiculous. Doja Cat,
her skill.
So for me, it would be those 3. It would be those 3.
Rappers top 5. Rappers. But again, this is the hottest list.
So it's the hottest list,
not
and
the
right
best
now,
rapper.
Right, and that's what I had to go back and remember. It's not.
But I actually was the best. So I just want to have I just want to have a little talk.
For me,
I want to see where we are. I want to check the temperature here. I want to see where we are on this, because Nicki Minaj is the best female rapper alive, and she's the best female rapper of all time.
For me,
and I don't even care for her attitude, her personality. I'm just being objective.
That's why I said for me. For me, I wouldn't. For me, she's not number 1. A bar for bar rapper that will just go out there and smash it. Now, Doja Cat is not necessarily a rapper.
She can rap though.
She can, and that's the thing, right? Doja Cat isn't really a rapper. Doja Cat is a singer who can friggin' rap her tail off.
Yeah.
Rhapsody is a rapper. She is like.
But Rhapsody to me is not as versatile as Nicki. Nicki can take any song.
No, she's not.
And murk it. You can't put Rhapsody. You can't plug her anywhere. And
that's right. But
Nicki, you can plug her anywhere and she will eat.
But
she will destroy.
But if Nicki was solely rap and didn't put all that poppy stuff in there, I think Rhapsody would still get just bar for bar. Now Nicki would do her little, pop stuff type that she'll throw in there and versatile and flip it. But if we talking about just pure rap,
you don't listen. Do you listen to stuff? Nicki is.
I didn't say that she can't.
Is the rapper,
bro. I didn't say she can't rap.
Rhapsody's dope, but she's like got a pocket. You know what I'm saying? Nicki is the pocket. Nicki is like can do whatever. Nicki can just do whatever.
I don't know. And I've listened to a bunch of Rhapsody. I got a bunch of Nicki joints. I got a bunch of Nicki albums.
People get caught up in the pop stuff and the antics and the Barbie and all that, but underneath all that, the girl's rapping like just.
Yeah. No, trust me. I've listened to her rap. She can rap. I'm not saying that she can't.
And
if I'm looking for just straight and grimy bars.
And Nicki stands on her pen. Like she stands on it that she writes her stuff.
If I'm going for grimy, just like we talked about like the Wu-Tang, right?
I'm talking about just anything. You can make a love song, make a then
I would give it to Nicki for that.
No, I'm talking about anything. Love song, a gangster mash posse up record, a gutter record.
I'll give it to Nicki for that.
Nicki.
I'll give it 100% to Nicki.
From the love song to the gutter.
Yeah. I'll get
to the backpack.
I'll definitely give it to Nicki for that.
But no, I mean
100%.
But I mean, because here's the thing though. Other than Nicki and Rhapsody and maybe Doja, I don't know much about Doja Cat's career, but
the girl can. Or she can.
But what I'm saying, I'm talking about Ghost right now because that means a lot to me in terms of who's the best.
For sure.
I can only vouch for Nicki and Rhapsody as far as like who write their own stuff.
Doja writes all her raps.
Okay, I mean I don't know enough research on her. And Doechii, I don't know if she's new.
I know.
I don't know
about Doja Cat. She writes all her stuff.
I don't know about Doechii, but these other ones though, Writers Anonymous. You know what I'm saying?
Writers Anonymous.
and nothing's wrong with
Which means you ain't really. No, hold up, bro. They trust me. If somebody else writing their raps, they need to fire them. Fire them dudes. I don't know who writing your raps. If you're not writing your own raps and they sound like
No. I think Megan and Lotto be spitting. They be Megan and Lotto, they be spitting. Whoever writing, they be coming through.
Yeah.
Like, I give them, even though
I'm just saying, like, I'm that girl that beat it too. I'm that girl that do it too. I'm that one that do it like this. You want to come around do it? I'm like, you need to find somebody else to write your rap. If that's what it is.
Megan be going hard on her stuff, man. Even though I don't know how versatile it is.
I went to go listen to a Glorilla song just to make sure I wasn't tripping. When I saw it was the number one, just to make sure I wasn't tripping.
And she got a vibe. That one song her and Sexy Red did when they
that's the song I listened to.
When they remixed when they interpolated Boosie.
That was the song I listened to.
That song hard.
That was what I listened to.
Her album is hard. Like just from listening to music. She got a hard album.
If it's a vibe. And see, that's the thing. Most people care about the vibe more than the lyrical content. So if it's a vibe, then yeah, absolutely.
I'm saying, like Quincy Jones said, rest in peace. It's only two types of music, good music and bad music. Glorilla got some good music.
They all got good music.
But if you're talking about just the best rapper, the best rapper.
They all got good music. All of those rappers, female rappers, all have good music. Every single one. Yeah, every single one. They all got a song or two that's a good song.
Most of them do.
There's not one on there that doesn't have a good song. That's maybe became a hit that people vibe to, people love. That was a good song.
Good is real.
It's subjective.
Using a lot of liberties with good. But anyway,
it's subjective.
This whole discussion though is like, is this the renaissance for female rap? Like, it's now the time. Like, if you are rapping and you are a woman, because historically, female rap has been like a not a subgenre, but like something on the side. Like, okay, that's good for a girl kind of thing, or that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But we'll take one or two of y'all at a time. But now it's like the takeover's happening.
Right.
The takeover's happening. So if you are a female rapper, go for it, and take notes, because it's a lot of whack female rappers out there that like shouldn't be rapping at all. They're Instagram models. They're Instagram models who like, okay, You want to do it? I'll do it. Cardi B is opening up a lane for people who are
They on that list.
who are listen. I'm being serious. Cardi B's opened up a lane for models and influencers who want to rap.
True.
She opened the lane up because she happened to pop.
She did.
So now
they think they all can do it.
They look at her like, okay,
she's the model.
This is something I could do. But I'm saying if you are a dope rapper in real life, you can run laps around all these.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. With Cardi, trying to be diplomatic because I told everybody years ago, it's cool, but it's not long term because it's not no real talent.
Right.
She's a superstar. Cardi B is a superstar. She's a superstar, but it's not gonna be for as a rapper. She's just a person. She's a superstar personality. But as far as music goes,
not as a rapper though.
But as far as music goes, if you can really do this and you really like are a female rapper that can really, and you really love the genre, you love the art, and you actually are passionate about it, you can run laps in this thing because the door's wide open for you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. If you at home and
the door's open
and you got talent and skill and you're a lady rapper, now's the time to go hard and go in there because you can run laps around a lot of, because the era of the whole Instagram model turn rapper is over. It's over with. Their leader is down bad.
Their leader's number 10.
In terms of that. In terms of that. And Cardi B will always do numbers. She's
gonna put up numbers.
But as far as like being a superstar, it's a rap for that. And all the little minions, the little wannabe Cardi B's coming up, a rap for them. You know what I'm saying? It's a rap. Like
done.
They'll have their place, but you can run laps around them if you actually have skill and talent. I'm telling you.
Well, I mean,
listen to me. I'm telling you, if you actually are dope, you can run. I said the same thing for Iggy Azalea. I remember, man. Shout out to my. I ain't gonna say nobody's name. Shout out to my people, man. I remember when she first hit the scene. I told everybody this is temporary because the girl don't got no talent, so it's cool, but it's not gonna last.
She just had to look,
and
that was it.
And they were clowning me, saying I was a hater. Like, no, I'm not. I'm just telling y'all, it's not gonna go for very long.
Yeah, she just had to look.
She'll have a career.
I mean,
she can do shows. She have a career, but as far as being this on top of the mountain, it's not gonna last.
Can I be honest, bro?
At all.
Can I be honest, bro?
I'm just saying, if you at home and you really do this as a female rapper, now's your time.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. And I'm not a hater.
When they start that, it usually follows.
It means you're a hater, right?
So just own it.
No. I'm just saying because anytime anybody has an opinion about something, about a person that they like, the term is given to them that they are a hater. I am very objective, right? I'll do research and I'm objective. And so who's number one today is not necessarily going to be number one 3 to 5 years from now. That's just it. You know what I'm saying? Cardi B was number one 3 to 5 years ago, was killing it. She's not number one today. Whoever's number one today in 3 to 5 years is not going to be number one then, right? So if you are going to be a female rapper and you want to run laps around people and you want to have a sustainable career that doesn't end in 3 to 5 years, get your skills up, get your weight up in the rap game. Like if you're going to rap, you know what I mean? Like it's cool to, I don't want to say it's even cool to do that, but for me, it's not. But anyway, that's my personal taste. I'm gonna do it. You want to go around dressed in little bikinis and rap and do all that stuff? That's up to you. You do you.
Well, I'm saying if you're gonna do that, be good though. Be good. Be talented and be dope.
Be good.
But the door is open. The females are taking over. Run with it. Join in.
Look, here's the thing.
But be like, if you ain't really dope, you gonna wash out. They're gonna eat you alive.
Look,
because Doechii coming.
Look, Doechii coming. Look, what Cole? I was always gotta give like a J. Cole reference, right? I just found out some stuff yesterday. I was like, gotta give J. Cole reference. What do you say? In 5 years, you're gonna be in Love and Hip Hop. And a couple of them started on Love and Hip Hop, and now they're this, and now they're number 10.
The door is open.
The door is open.
The door is open.
Just be dope at what you do.
If you're a female rapper,
just be dope. But the question you asked, which I thought was a very great question, is it alarming that there doesn't seem to be much balance in subject matter, or is that indicative of the landscape of hip hop as a whole currently? I thought that was a great question because when I look at number 1 through number Let me bring up this list. Number 1 through number 5, probably. Where's Doechii on there?
Doechii was number. Pull it back up again. Doechii was number. Where did it go? Come on. Doechii was number 6.
Okay, who's the top 5?
Glorilla, Megan, Nicki, Sexy Red, and Lotto.
Now,
sex.
So that's what I'm saying, right? So is it indicative of the landscape of hip hop from a female perspective? Absolutely. Why? Because they rap about the same type of thing.
Yeah, true.
Same content, same type of thing. You know, Cardi was on Meg was on with Cardi, talking about the whole WAP stuff, and Nicki had the Baby Got Back remix butt song, and Sexy Red got the song with Meg Thee Stallion when they in bikinis or whatever they is.
Pound Town. That's what the song that blew her up. Pound Town.
Yeah, and then like is it indicative? Absolutely. Rhapsody ain't rapping about that type of stuff, which is why she's number 9. Cardi B was rapping about that type of stuff, but she's number 10. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, I think that it's, to answer my question, I think it's more indicative of the whole landscape, because I think hip hop could use a reset in general to diversify, not put an end to the sexual rap, because sexual rap has always been there.
Yeah, it's always been there.
Add balance to it and make it more than that. But I do think it's indicative of rap as a whole.
I do.
But I think, like I said, a lot of this horror rap is gonna go back to the bottom. You know what I mean? You got to be able to, if you're gonna dress like a hoe, at least like rapping your butt off. Because one thing about Nicki, she been on that whole stuff from the
very beginning.
but she been rapping her tail off from the beginning. So it's like, okay, you gotta have some skill.
That's why you can't really say nothing about Nicki if Nicki does that, because she may be in a bikini, and that's from an eye candy perspective. Yeah, but you best believe she coming with the bars.
Yeah, she got on. I think about her coming out party, Monster, with Kanye West and Rick Ross is on there. Who else? But she killed that.
She killed it,
and it's like, that's all you can ask.
But it's eye candy, and so it's like, oh, guys want to look at it. Some females want to look at it too. But if you're gonna do it, at least be a monster as a rapper, though. Don't be gonna get it when we tough, Harley Dilly when we. Now that's cool. I get it. People, it's a vibe. But to me, that ain't really like you rapping though.
Nah, I think, anyway, man, I think it's okay. It's just being that's in the forefront, and that's what we use it as an example of hip hop. That's what I got a problem with.
That is used as the example of hip hop.
The flagship. Like we way better than that.
Gotta be.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotta be.
We better than that. So I don't know, man. I think if you, again, I said it 3 or 4 times, I'm gonna say it again. If you are a female rapper, up and coming, now's the time.
Yeah.
You know, because you can run out. And again, if you want to sexualize yourself, whatever, but if you at the skill level, go for it.
Doja sexualizes herself.
She does.
She kills it though.
She does, yeah.
Like she kills it. Like,
Doja can rap, man. She can rap. I don't think she's better rapper than Nicki, but she can rap.
That's that's why it's subjective.
She can rap. I think Nicki's the perfect rapper in terms of like, she got the appeal. She got the appeal, and she care about the bars though. Yeah. You know, that's all you could really ask for.
Doja, I would agree the same thing with Doja, but Doja's a singer first. So, and that's the thing with Doja. She's an absolute singer first, and then she could, a singer that can actually just freaking kill it as a rapper. But yeah.
All right. Well, speaking of, I guess we could kind of transition.
Yeah. Speaking of rap, let's talk about the album of the year, 2025.
Oh yeah, you think that's better than Tyler's album, DNX? You said that last.
No. I just think that where he is now, in the eyes of the general public, with the level that he's at in the forefront of hip hop, that's why.
Well, a few things are going to be interesting for next year for the Grammys.
Yep.
It's going to be interesting to see if both of those are nominated. Tyler and Kendrick are nominated, and who else comes out.
Yep.
I mean, is the Fall Off going to come out from J. Cole before October?
I don't know.
The Fall Off album, and whoever else has an album up their sleeve, you know. I
don't know. Kendrick got some word. He got some words for, you know, some of those artists that are out there.
Yeah, I was reading some of that stuff. Actually, I didn't read it on here. I read it on my podcast. I didn't read it, but I had it ready last week though. Some of these lyrics from Kendrick. I thought personally Kendrick was kind of going a little bit too hard at Snoop Dogg and Lil Wayne. and others. I should put others because he didn't say anybody's name, but I'm pretty sure he's talking about the game on their song as well. Basically making them choose sides. And because they're trying to be cool with both sides. Snoop even said it on Drink Champs the other day. I'm not taking a side. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, does he have to?
According to Kendrick, he has to. He said he'll
Why?
he said he'll cut his grandma off if his grandma didn't see it his way.
Yeah, but why do I gotta choose sides?
Because Kendrick said so. Because Kendrick is like,
man, F that. I don't
because
like,
Kendrick is
you can't tell me that I gotta choose sides. Like,
that's what Kendrick did. He told them.
Kendrick gonna tell you that you gotta choose a side. But why'd I gotta choose a side? I don't have no issue with that man.
Exactly.
You got an issue with that man. You got an issue with that man so much that you can't even call that man up man to man and talk about what the issue is.
Exactly.
And deal with that not in a public setting, but in a private setting. Like, that's my only issue. Now, I get rap beefs. I do. I get it. I get rap beefs. The person come out with an album, I'm gonna come out with an album. But once it gets to a certain level, I'm gonna call you. We're gonna have a sit
like
down.
You said,
we're gonna talk about
Snoop posted a tailor-made freestyle and said, "Oh,
Right.
what was it? The edibles?" You know that, and it's like, who are you to tell? First of all, Snoop. I'm a big sports guy, and I don't know if you ever listen to Shaquille O'Neal and his commentary, but Shaquille O'Neal says that you got to have G4 classification to like speak on certain things, and Snoop has the highest G4 classification especially on the West Coast. So you can't tell Snoop Dogg what he can and can't post.
Do. Exactly.
You just can't
Not
do
at
that.
all.
You can't do that. So, and it's like, no,
at all. That's the one person you probably can't tell what he can and can't do.
Nah, that's.
But you're not gonna tell Snoop that he got to choose a side.
Nah, that's ridiculous.
Snoop's like, I'm neutral. I'm not getting into none of this.
And furthermore, does Kendrick deserve a congratulatory post from every rapper?
Do I have to?
Because he made the Super Bowl.
Why do I have to?
He said Nas was the only one that congratulated me. So what? You want everybody to bow down to you and be like, "Oh, Kendrick."
Is the requirement that I got to reach out and say, "Hey, congratulations"? I mean, it would be a courtesy as a peer within hip hop if I did that, but to hold me to a standard where I have to do that.
And Kendrick is so contradicting because Kendrick is the king of competitiveness and competition. He's he had the Control verse where he went at all his homies that he loved. You know what I'm saying? Drake, Big Sean, all of them, and it's like, you are the king of competition. So if I'm competing with you, why would I congratulate you over something that I wanted? You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
I have a question. Was that the Control verse, or the was that in response to something?
No.
So,
well, as far as we know, it wasn't.
So if I'm understanding, and that's what I was thinking. If I'm understanding, you put out this verse aiming and taking shots at other people that probably didn't even say anything to you at this particular moment. But I did hear, and I think
it was Wale, Big Sean, Drake, and J. Cole that I could think of.
But I think Big Sean said that Kendrick called him and apologized. I think I heard that after the fact.
Well, remember that song was supposed to go on Big Sean's album.
Right.
He didn't put it on the album.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think it was my Dark Sky Paradise, one of them albums. He didn't put it on there. So it's like, how you gonna diss me on my song?
Exactly. I'm not putting that up. I'm not putting that on my album. You're gonna diss me on my own song and call. No. That's not gonna happen. But we're looking at this from the lens of Kendrick and how everybody did this to Kendrick, and they're not congratulating Kendrick, and they're not saying this about Kendrick, and maybe Kendrick's the problem. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Well, like I said this on my podcast.
Is he starting all this stuff?
I like the album. I think it was dope. I just don't like his attitude. Because he's supposed to be offered. You know me, I'm about unity and love among all people, man. And it's like, bruh, like, you're causing strife and division. Even on the West Coast, he bringing all the West Coast together, but you coming at Snoop. And like I said, I'm pretty sure he coming at game. I'm pretty sure he coming at game.
What verse do you think he's saying that?
Well, he said pandering to both sides. You know what I'm saying? And the backhanded compliments. Because remember, after the pop out, everybody was like, Game wasn't there. And then Game had like a 10-minute live the next day where he was saying, like, trying to play both sides. And he was saying how, like, everything Kendrick did, I did that for him. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, can be viewed as a backhanded compliment. Like, yeah, I did that for you. So of course you're going to do that. So it's kind of like, I'm pretty sure
it probably was. I mean, he came at Cole.
And it's like, yeah. And it's also kind of weak too. He muted some of his stuff out. Because if you listen to the song, fans have been speculating
He did mute out some stuff.
what he
I heard
muted
that.
out. What he muted out. Some people said that he made Cole. I made Cole apologize. You know what I'm saying? These fans were like,
these fans will make up anything just to say.
Well, they had the
that's what it
rhyme and
was.
everything. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
They had the rhyme and all that stuff. But it's like, to me, that kind of stuff was kind of weak a little bit. And then, you know, with the whole Charlemagne thing and Andrew Schultz and like how he said, you know,
no white comedian can speak on the black women. Yeah, that's law. Like,
but it's like, it reminds me of the exact same thing Dave Chappelle went through with the trans community.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, we're being real hypocritical here to kind of pick and choose, because we had Dave's back when he's just telling jokes. He could joke. And I thought Dave went too hard personally, because Dave
be going hard.
Because the thing about it is, he did 2 more specials talk about the trans. It's like, bro,
sure
like
did.
we get it. You can joke about it, but you
probably did 3 and 4 after that.
But you beating the dead horse. You going too far now. But we still defended him. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I didn't like that. And the point is, he's trying to, because I'm pretty sure he's trying to come at Charlemagne, because even in the song "Watch the Party Die," he's talking about radio hosts, not naming no names. I think it's about Charlemagne, and then he's talking about Andrew Schultz. You know, that's Charlemagne's guy, and it's like he's trying to talk about. I just think it's all divisive, man.
Well, it's because in the song he didn't really say names of people, right? Like he said white comedian, can't say, and so how many white comedians exist that?
Well, remember,
can say something about black women.
No, remember, Gary Owen came out.
Exactly.
And he made a joke about it. He was like, well, I'm guilty. You know what I'm saying? Guilty. I'm guilty. But he made light of it, whereas Andrew Schultz kind of doubled down on it.
Schultz
and went crazy on this. But I've been watching Brilliant Idiots for years and Flagrant for years, and all that's 1,000% on brand. I think Schultz is a funny comedian, but he go off on everybody. And
everybody.
And I think he's funny most of the time with it.
Most of it.
And furthermore, this is why I don't like this stuff, because they were saying that on the Brilliant Idiots, they had Charlemagne and then one black girl next to him, but they do that every show. Like, they're on the show with him every single show. So it's not like, oh, it's a prop. They just try. Every show they're like that. Every single show.
That's because people don't really pay attention, and they come up with narratives.
Well, I've been listening to them for years, so I know it. Every show is pretty much them 3 and a couple other folks on there, and it's like, so I just think we live in a world where there's already enough racial tension. We just got off of this whole Donald Trump, Kamala Harris, and it's like, so I just think I love K-Dot, I love Kendrick, I love the album, but I do think that's why I told y'all last week, I was almost ready to get back on Drake's side, because I was a little bit put off.
Yeah, it's like
I was a little bit put off with this whole, how Kendrick had his attitude, but then Drake did the lawsuit, so it's like, okay, that's some suckers. But I don't know.
But
man.
it's like, is Kendrick starting things just to start things, or is he using, or is it a what's the right term? Not bravado, but a I guess like self-bravado, self-absorbed, like, yeah, nigga, I'm the king. Like, what y'all gonna really say?
Yeah, he feeling himself.
What y'all gonna really say? I got the hottest song, I got the Super Bowl, I'm the hottest thing is out right now. Like, I'm the guy. So Snoop, you need to be on my side. You need to be on my side. You can't be on that side.
And then he said he'd rather drag him to hell with me rather than make peace with Drake. He'd rather drag him to hell with me. And it's like,
yeah, that shows you already the mindset.
Like, hopefully you didn't mean that literally, because it's like, it's dumb. It's like, yeah, everything you mentioned about Drake, other than the pedophile stuff, because I don't know about that, but as far as him trying to act tough and all that,
right,
I'm on board with you. I never liked that, and I think he should be called out. Some of the culture vulture kind of stuff, I'm with that. But I do think that at the end of the day, Drake is a good artist, and I'm not trying to destroy the man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think
he's trying to destroy him.
I think there should be a pathway of unity and peace, especially with LA, because everybody got to go through LA.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And now it's just like,
my thing is, if I have issues with someone, I'm going to come to you. I'm going to come talk to you. Especially if I got major issues with you, I'm going to come talk to you.
Yeah, and let me mention this too, though.
That's just me.
Let me mention this too, though, because Kendrick hasn't done any interviews and he ain't talked about it, but he did say a couple of things in that Whacked Out Murals song. He talked about the possibility of Drake putting money out there to do stuff to him and his family. He mentioned that. Now that's something you can't come back from. But even that though, like
Yeah.
even that though is kind of like,
I mean, you could say that. I mean, Drake said some things, when he mentioned certain things about Kendrick's family. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like, so in my eyes, neither one is right, in their response and how they deal with it. I mean, I understand beef is beef, you know what I'm saying? But if I really got issues with you, I'm going to come talk to you. I get making a song so that the song can go viral and make me some money and all that stuff. But man to man, if I got some real man issues with you, I'm gonna come talk to you. And if it leads to some other stuff, we gonna deal with it. But it's not gonna be just on wax, and that's the only thing, because I am all about unity. I don't want to see the downfall of another individual. So I don't even want to see it in the public eye. I'm gonna come talk to you, and we're gonna have that conversation. But because everything is in the public eye, we do it all in the public eye.
yeah.
And that's the issue that I got. But ain't no way in hell you're gonna come tell Snoop that Snoop got to choose.
Yeah,
Bro.
that's crazy.
You're not gonna tell Snoop he got to choose sides. Matter of fact, you can't tell anybody that they got to choose
even
sides.
Game like.
How you gonna tell another grown man they got to choose sides?
Here's the thing. I said this on my podcast, and I got slammed for it. Like I don't care though.
I don't
'cause
care.
I'm gonna speak on my mind. But people like YG or DeMar DeRozan, like, because everybody was saying that the "Who Do You Love" record wasn't one of YG's biggest records, but Drake still jumped on the record for you and helped it. So my thing is, if anybody ever helped me, I can't turn my back on them.
Right.
Now,
dudes will do that real quick.
but I mean, because I'm looking at YG a little fun, because everybody was cool with
Real
Drake
quick.
when Drake is giving y'all the stimulus package, helping y'all out.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
Stimulus package.
Even Kendrick, it is a fact that Drake took Kendrick on tour when Drake was bigger than Kendrick. When Good Kid, Mad City came out, he put you on tour. And say what you want, but even if it was a small contribution, that contributed to your success. It helped blow you up. Because listen, I saw Kendrick Lamar in person 2 times at a Tabernacle, 5,000 seat venue here in Atlanta. Great shows, by the way. 5,000 seat venues. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He went on tour, a stadium tour with Drake. Then he did his own stadium tour. He was I didn't see him. He was at the Cobb Energy Center, not the Cobb, the Gwinnett Energy. It was called the Gwinnett Arena, whatever it is, off Sugarloaf. He did that arena. You know what I'm saying? So it's like Drake helped you at one point, bro. So Drake, again, I ain't trying to defend Drake
helped you,
because I do think Drake be on some clown stuff.
He do. I'll give him that. He do.
And maybe Drake, didn't fulfill certain promises, but he's helped out a lot of people.
He's helped out a lot of people.
And himself too, because
Cole helped out a lot. I'm always about Cole, right? Yeah.
You're a big J. Cole fan.
I am a big, so here's what's funny though. It's so crazy. The Apple replay that they do every year. So this is how I realized I was a big J. Cole fan. Is out of the 12 months, 9 of them was J. Cole. I was like, dang.
That's funny. See, I'm not as big of a J. Cole fan.
Dang.
Even though I was happy that Friday Night Lights came on streaming, because that mixtape got me through a tough time when I was living in New York. I was real down mentally, financially. I was in a bad place back in 2010, going in 2011. And it got so bad to where I was working a job, my car got repossessed. And I'm up in a city, Rochester, New York. I don't know nothing about. I had to catch the bus to work to AT&T, and I had to get rides. And I had this one young boy, still my homeboy to this day. He was 18 at the time, so that means he's 30 now, probably. But he was 18 at the time. He gave me a ride, and he was a J. Cole fanatic.
Yeah, man.
J. Cole and Wiz Khalifa. He was, and this I knew who J. Cole was because I knew he had signed to Rock Nation with Jay-Z. I knew that. And I knew he had the one song, Who That, but I didn't know much about him. But I learned riding with my homeboy.
With your homeboy to work every day.
Yeah, man. And he would play that Friday Night Lights, and I ended up downloading it myself, that Piff. So I'm glad that album is on, because that song Blow Up. This is a song for my haters. Can be feeling like that. That's a theme song in my life.
I mean,
but outside of that, though, I'm not a big J. Cole fan.
I mean, the reason why I'm a Cole fan, I guess for y'all to know right here, right, is because there's a lot of stuff in his messages I easily relate to. He's from North Carolina. I'm from Virginia, right? I mean, we literally almost like that close. And a lot of the stuff that he talks about in his music, I kind of went through in my own childhood. there's a lot of similarities and a lot of different things that he experienced that I probably experienced in my life. I don't really have any type of connection to what Kendrick says on his songs. Like, I didn't grow up in that type of environment of what he says in his music.
I'm laughing because I want to be an idiot and say some ignorant stuff, but I'm
say it like yeah. I there's no connection.
Your mother wouldn't whitewash you though, right? But
Nah. My grandmother was though. She's from Germany.
But I'm just saying, but
no, my mom wasn't.
But you don't have
no, sir.
So y'all,
my mom's black. I mean, not from that perspective, but
I'm being the idiot, y'all. Sorry.
but growing up in the same type.
J. Cole talks so tough, you would think he didn't have no white mama and a white family. You would think, but
but the same type of stuff that he talks about and like in his songs, not how getting rated.
Cole, Dreamville, I love all y'all, man. I'm just being silly.
But the same type of stuff, mom losing the crib while he's up in New York, and just a lot of the stuff, similarities. That's why I think I resonate more with his music because of his messages and stuff he talked about. I don't know anything about the stuff that Kendrick went through, like gang violence and LA life and none of that stuff.
You don't like Kendrick?
No, I love Kendrick. Bro, what's my favorite album?
No, because should I tell you? You didn't even hear the albums. You was like, you sounded like kind of snobbish about it.
I didn't hear.
You're like, I didn't listen to the album yet. You was kind of. I read it through the text like in a snobby way. Like, I ain't even heard it yet. I'm like,
I haven't heard it yet.
He must not like rocking with Kendrick.
Now I've heard.
It's been
Squabble Up
3 weeks now.
I've heard Squabble Up. I heard. That's probably about the only.
But
song
if it was Cole, you would have burned through that.
Oh
thing quickly.
When Might Delete Later came out, I listened to the whole thing.
See.
Might delete later, and you try to delete the disc.
So you feel away because Kendrick kind of dissing him.
Nah.
So you a little bit biased. You feel away because Kendrick dissed your boy.
Nope. It's just that I'm not a Kendrick fan like that. Why
did Drake apologize? I mean, why did Cole apologize and take the song off the album?
I don't know that.
What did you do that for?
I mean, because that's your boy.
I thought he wanted all the smoke though. I thought he was like the
that's your boy.
He'll slay any rapper in the world. He the best rapper.
I'm sure he would, but that's his boy. So he's like, now if two of my homies that I'm cool with went at it, I'm not gonna get involved. I may say some stuff that I'm like, you know what? That's my bad, bro. That's y'all thing. Kendrick, you my guy.
Cole said he didn't want to get his homeboy blood on the blade. Kendrick said blood is paint to him. Right. He don't care. It's paint to me.
Right. Hey, I'm like, all right, then nigga, like, do you want to really go at it then? Then
we
about to go at it. Then we about to go at it then. Cole ain't take that stance.
I'm just being silly. But I'm just having fun with it.
But, oh, yeah, for sure. I would have took that stance. Like, oh, really? Blood name but paint for you? You really want to go there? Nigga? Like, you really want to do this? Like, we homies, but we could really do it though.
But what if he's scared?
At the end of the day,
what if he's scared?
He probably was. He could have been. And at the end of the day, man, let me tell you, when I was in the military, and this is only rap, you know what I'm saying? So they got money and they're on a larger scale. Man, we used to get in fights over Mortal Kombat 2 when I was in the military. Like something stupid and simple. Now I mean talking about like
Mortal Kombat.
Drag down fist fights in my barracks, in my room. Nothing but dudes in the room. We in there Mortal Kombat on lunch. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean I was losing the match. I admit that I was losing the match. My homie he was winning, but he kept doing some punk stuff. He kept blocking, and he didn't really want to fight. And so he got me pissed off, and so I hit him with a PT mat. And we got into a fight, and then we fought, punches, and then after they broke us up, we was like, "Man, you want to go to lunch?" He was like, "Yeah, let's go." And so sometimes we fight. Like If you're going to do it, just do it. Just get the business done. But
like I said at the time, I don't think I was on this podcast yet when all that went down.
Just get the business done.
But what I said back then was, Cole is cool because Jay-Z embarrassingly apologized as well when he dropped Super Ugly. He apologized and took it off. My mama told me to apologize, and it's like that was the weekend, and he still survived. He came out okay. So
Cole's definitely gonna survive.
All right.
Cole definitely gonna be all right for sure. For sure.
Oh man.
But man, let's talk about this Mariah Carey.
Well,
joint.
I'll say I was gonna skip it because
I want to talk about it because I got to give a shout out. I think it's important.
Okay.
And we don't got to spend a whole lot of time on it. We could spend 10 minutes on it. But I think it's important though because you talked about Mariah Carey's Christmas song is losing its little steam, but it's number one right now.
That's kind of why I wanted to skip it because today
It's number one.
Billboard came out and it was number one. But
What?
but I think what they were saying in the article was that it was number one in the last 3-4 years. It started being number one in like October,
Right.
November. It's just now in number one.
It's now just number one. So it's kind of like
it don't had it don't quite had a chokehold. It had the last few because the last few years it had the chokehold on the song. Now it's kind of slowly creeping up now, and now it's
like, oh, December.
And then boom, it's number one.
It's number one today. It's like, number one today. So, and actually, there's a bunch of different Christmas songs that are on the Billboard chart today. But I mean, to answer your question that you talked about, I think a lot of artists need to create themed songs. Like, and the reason why I wanted to talk about it is because a group that I love, which was crazy on my Apple 2024 replay, my number one album that I listened to in 2024 was from a group called Loyalty is Timeless.
Okay.
That was my number one. You thought J. Cole would have been the number one album in my rotation. Maybe, Forest Hill Drives or, No, it was Loyalty is Timeless is the group. That was my number one album. That was in my rotation the most. And I sent that to them. I was like, bro, check this out. They was like, yo, this is so dope. Because I'm a fan of theirs. I love what they do. But the reason I mention it is that they just dropped a Christmas EP.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Drop. Y'all see it up here. I don't know if you can see it up here. You probably can't see it, but that's one of my favorite albums.
And that thing could go every year. Every year.
I mean, how many years do we listen to Let It Snow by Boyz II Men? It may not be number one on Billboard, but yo,
listen, I spent the whole day. I'm a little tired now because I woke up early in the morning. I spent the whole day shopping. Literally the whole day.
The whole day.
From like
Amazon.
I took my daughter to school at like 8:00 and I shopped all day until it was time to come home and shower and get ready for this.
Dang.
And all I heard was Christmas music all day long in the stores. I didn't know Trey Songz had Christmas music.
Yes, sir.
Johnny Gill had Christmas music. All this stuff, like, that's Trey Songz, that's Johnny Gill. So
R&B cats will do it.
That stuff can be played. Oh, I have a Christmas EP, 11 Ways Music, First Christmas. Put it out back in 2020.
Y'all make sure y'all check it out.
2021. It's like 3 or 4 songs. And what I mentioned, the reason why a lot of these holiday themes can be cool because you got a lot of public domain stuff you can sample. That's what we did. We just redid what we do. We do Oh Come Let Us Adore Him.
Mm-hmm.
We did Go Tell It on the Mountain. And then we did it. And we did an original song we did. But it's like that's something we played every year.
Every single year.
Every year. We did a Halloween one, which I'm very proud of. But it's out there, y'all. And if you are inclined to, if you're a good singer, if you can sing, pay the licensing fee and cover a popular song. Do your own Mariah Carey, and then get it set up to where when they Googling it, your song will come up somewhere on the list,
That's right?
And people might stumble upon it, and they might like your version of it.
Now, don't release it at Christmas. That's like I get you releasing it at Christmas, but you got to start that process.
Yeah, start now.
Get it to the DSPs.
Get ready for it to come out in October.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
That's right. So that it can work its way into the Christmas season.
Valentine's Day. We did a Valentine's song. We still didn't do no Valentine's EP yet. We did a Valentine's song. Actually, as far as my production company, our most popular song ever was our Valentine's song.
See?
You know what I'm saying? Did really, really well. And every year I reset the joint, you know what I'm saying? But
I got a Christmas song out there that I did with Anthony Clinton Jr. It's a sync song that we did together. And so it's Christmas time, you know what I'm saying? So that song, I'm waiting to see if that actual song got picked up.
Every year though, every year, like you can promote that stuff every year.
Every single year. I don't know why people don't do it. I mean, they just dropped one. They were like, yo, hold up. It's about to be holidays. We about to drop a Christmas EP. So should you as an independent artist do it? Absolutely. There's themes all throughout the year that you can.
St. Patrick's Day. If you Irish,
bruh.
If you're of Mexican descent, Cinco de Mayo, man, or just get your Mexican homie and do a song. You know what I'm saying?
Why not?
It's these are things that because you got to look for shortcuts sometimes, and I don't mean shortcuts like it's a bad word to use, but you know what I mean. Look for layups. Look for opportunities that you can just walk through.
That low hanging fruit.
Make your life easier to add to your other strategies.
Man, that's low hanging fruit right there. Y'all lucky I'm not an artist. I kid you not. Y'all lucky I am not an artist, bro. That's low hanging fruit. I would have a holiday song, a Christmas song, Thanksgiving song. You know what I'm saying? Like Gray I don't know if you know Gray, but you know, the hams, greens, tomatoes. Like,
Yeah.
he got a whole Christmas joint. I mean, Thanksgiving joint that he talks about, and he uses it to promote his vegan Thanksgiving. And then he has buku people that show up. Bro, y'all got so much potential out there for so many things. You just got to capitalize on it. Why not make theme songs? Like, you know what? I'm about to make a 4 EP of just summer vibes for the summertime that people can ride to.
But B, like I always say though, at the end of the day, it's about service. Serving your audience, serving your community. If you have people that celebrate Christmas, serve them.
That's right.
They got Valentine's Day. They got a special person they go on dates. Serve them. They happy it's summertime. They serve.
That was in
audience.
my head right now. That's summertime.
Serve your audience. I love Halloween. Listen, if don't nobody else love my Halloween EP, that's my favorite thing I ever did as far as musically is that Halloween. And I serve myself for that, but that's like because I'm a Halloween fanatic. But I'm here to serve though.
Yep.
Serve, and then if you really, 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 really got a heart to serve, that'll make you want to promote more because you want to reach the people that you intended to serve. So that'll make you want to promote the heck out of it because you want to reach your target audience because you're in it for the right reasons. You're in it to serve people.
Right.
So I'm gonna bust my tail to make sure it gets to the people who come called to serve.
That's right.
They need this. God put this on my heart to give to y'all, and I gotta get it to y'all. So how can I promote this? How can I reach y'all the best?
That's right.
That's the whole.
That's right.
Your whole career summed up. Serve people, do it relentlessly.
Yo, it's easy. Like that is an easy low-hanging fruit right there.
Christmas
you
time,
ain't got to
man.
think too much about it. You already got the theme. You ain't got to think too much about it. Just do a song with a beat with some sleigh bells. You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, a lot of this stuff is public domain. Like go tell it on the mountain is public domain. You know
you gonna sample it in the MPC, remix that thing, and throw a Christmas. You got a whole Christmas joint right there.
Yeah, we did a song called, what is it? Snowing in Atlanta or whatever. Didn't take us long at all.
Man, somewhere in Christmas.
Got the sleigh bells going. Boom.
Somewhere in Christmas. So it's gonna be Christmas soon. And trust me, that week of Christmas, I'm listening to that
song came out. Christmas in Hollis came out when I was a kid.
It's Christmas time in Hollis, Queens. Mom cooking chicken in collard green. Trust me, I'm listening to that song.
You talk about sync. Every Christmas season during the NFL, they play that. Christmas Day basketball games, they play that Run DMC song.
Yes.
Run
DMC was smart. They knew.
Single commercial break, every single year you hear that on Christmas Day.
That's the only Christmas song they got.
As far as I know, yeah.
That's the only Christmas song running. And when they made that, they were like, we know exactly what we're going to do with this Christmas song and how it's going to impact the hip hop culture going forward. Now, how many other hip hop artists have a Christmas song?
My favorite is Christmas in Harlem. Kanye West, Saha the Prince, Tiana Taylor. Ooh. Yeah, Cameron on the remix.
Cameron.
That's a hard song, Christmas in Harlem.
Not too many people got a Christmas song. Not too many. If you're talking about hip hop rappers, not many got Christmas songs. But you should have one as an independent artist. You should have a spring song, a summer song, a fall song, a winter song, Christmas. Every holiday, the major holiday, you should have one. When 4th of July roll around, you should have a freedom song in some way. Even if you, whatever, right? However you may feel about the country you live in, you should still have a freedom song that people can rally around.
Juneteenth.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Juneteenth song. Like, trust me, when summertime come, there's a song I'm listening to. Summer. Like, that gets you in the mood, and people want that because it people resonate with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, wow, okay. Do that. I'm telling you, do that. Oh my gosh, bro.
Well, let's hear it, man. Coming up, flood the comments.
Look.
If you, as a matter of fact, if you got a Christmas song or Christmas, put in the comments who you are so we all can go check it out.
That's right. Put it in the comments. We want to hear the Christmas song.
We do.
You know, let's share the love, the joy, with everyone. Sure. Now we can actually save this one until next week though.
Good. I can watch the show. I haven't watched it. I'm gonna try
that way it can be one of my topics that I put for
go ahead
in my weekly topics.
Go ahead and binge it real quick.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even binge the whole thing. I just saw snippets and then I saw the last.
See,
anyway, we
gotta get the whole journey.
Anyway, we could talk about I did watch the last 3 episodes of it
I
though.
watched the whole thing from
But-
that definitely make it good.
Yeah, I
Like
gotta go
the
back
first
and
season.
watch.
I watched the whole thing. We're talking about Rhythm and Flow
Yeah.
on Netflix
But
season
y'all
2.
will get it. Y'all will get that topic next week though. Well, yeah. But we're talking about rhythm and flow. So next week, one of the topics is gonna be about rhythm and flow. So
And for the second year in a row, they came to Detroit, so I'm always hyped for that.
yeah. Detroit Diamond. But anyway. Well
They got the homie Denon Porter. Shout out Denon Porter, man.
yeah, I saw him on there.
Yeah,
That's
so.
right. I saw him on there. But man, B, once again, man, you know, we do what we do. What's our motto? We ain't trying to tell you what to do.
Mhm.
We're just giving you information to help you make the best decision for your indie career. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Find out what your morals are, what your mantra is,
what you're willing to do.
and stand on it.
What you're willing to give up. Are you willing to give up something? Are you willing to put yourself in compromising places just to make it?
Man, get you a partner that you want to settle down with and stay loyal and faithful to them and take them everywhere you go.
Get your partner that's gonna smack you in the head when you start doing something crazy.
Take them everywhere you go, man.
Take them everywhere you go. That's right.
Go.
Take them everywhere.
I know a lot of y'all
go.
don't got the discipline for that, but trust, especially young people, because you want to taste different fruits and all that. But man,
yeah, boy, trust me. If I know if I'm going in a place that's crazy, I'm taking the wife. But first of all, I ain't going to go into a place that's crazy. So that's the first thing already. If we having this, nope, not doing it. But anyway, we ain't trying to tell you what to do. We're just trying to give you advice, help you make the best decision for your career. You got to do what it is you're going to do with it.
For sure.
For sure. All right, man. Until next time, y'all.
Peace out, y'all.
Peace.